A sudden idea struck me while I was riding my bike. I flipped the handlebars so the grips pointed upward. Then I lowered my body and lay flat over the bike. I never expected such a tiny adjustment would let me effortlessly pass the rival who had been ahead of me the entire time. A bold idea had already taken shape in my mind. I rushed back home as fast as I could. The first thing I did was tear apart my washing machine. I removed the high-speed bearing from inside it. Then I welded together all kinds of scrap metal. In the end, I built a bicycle that looked incredibly strange. My friends thought I had to be joking when they saw it. But after taking it for a test ride, I made my decision immediately. I was going to challenge the 1-hour cycling world record with this bike. I went to my best friend Marky. I asked him to help me find a place to attempt the record. Before long, the day of the challenge arrived. As I pushed my homemade bike onto the track, Marky surprised me. He had convinced a sponsor to build a professional bike based on my design. I gently tapped the frame. I immediately realized it was much heavier than the one I had built. But Marky wanted me to race on this safer bike. The sponsor also promised that if I broke the record with it, they would cover my expenses for an entire year. I found myself in a difficult position. Not wanting to disappoint him, I finally decided to race with this professional bike. The starter's gun fired. The race officially began. I pushed the pedals with everything I had. To break the world record, I had to complete 205 laps within 1 hour. But the unfamiliar bike quickly drained my energy. Sweat soaked my entire body. My wife noticed that something was wrong. All she could do was cheer for me from the stands. With only 5 minutes left, everyone knew I was no longer on pace to break the record. When the 1-hour bell finally rang, I was still 2 full laps short of the world record. I immediately ran to the officials and begged for another chance. Marky blamed himself for the failure. He believed the unfamiliar bike might have cost me the record, so he worked through the entire night. He took both bikes completely apart. Then he mixed and rebuilt their components. The result was a brand new bicycle. When I woke up and saw it, I silently promised myself that I wouldn't let my wife and friends down again. Then I began the race using my own unique riding position. This time, I shot forward like lightning. When everyone saw my incredible speed, even the association president who had mocked my riding style was left speechless. As the race went on, the extreme exhaustion caused my vision to blur. Every sound around me slowly faded away. The only thing I could still hear was the constant cheering from my wife and friends. I had no idea how much time had passed. Finally, the signal for the last lap echoed across the track. It meant I was only 1 lap away from breaking the world record. My body had reached its absolute limit. But only one thought remained in my mind. Keep going. All I could hear was the wind roaring past my ears. I clenched my teeth and pushed through the pain for one final sprint. In the end, I shattered a world record that had stood for 9 years. The entire arena erupted instantly. Thunderous cheers echoed throughout the stadium. The sponsor kept their promise. A full year of sponsorship and prize money became mine. And my dream finally stood at the center of the spotlight on the winner's podium.